Hi, welcome and thank you so much for being here. We're going to do a timeless and collective reading. Whenever this reading finds you, it's the right time. Keep in mind, it is a general reading. See what signs, symbols, messages, energies resonate for you in your particular situation. Hopefully bring a little clarity to whatever you're wondering. It could broaden your perspective, change your focus, help you see something with fresh eyes in a new way, in a new light. In the end, always trust yourself. That divine inner guidance, it's in you. And try to make balanced decisions between logic and intuition so that your decisions are sound, based in love, and for the highest, greatest good of everyone. So we're all uplifted in love. Let's begin. We're going to start with the Thoth Tarot and get the foundational energy. Let's see what God's source, Holy Spirit, grace, consciousness, our higher selves, angels, and energies of love have for the highest and greatest good of all. Clarity for the collective. Overall energy and foundation, please and thank you. Oh, you are stepping out of the comfort zone, making some plans. This could be a really important person in your life where you and them can be business partners and really succeed, have success. It could be a decision about something creative, about something you are passionate about, because it's a two. But I usually see this as you and someone else having this fiery dynamic where you can really work well together. And it's not just like two little matches. It's like those two matches come together and create this powerful spiritual bonfire of energy. It looks like whoever this is, they are equally as passionate as you are. It's a very masculine energy. It's also Aries. Maybe there's an Aries, or because it's Aries, it's that brand new birthing of something. Usually this is making some passionate plans, putting those plans down on paper, starting to take action on something. It's like you can see or foresee in the distance, the horizon, the future, what could possibly be. And you're starting to put all the details together to make something happen. Because it is a two, if this is upside down, it could be releasing any partners that weren't as passionate or not putting as much enthusiasm into something. Or having all these plans or these ideas or, you know, this creative drive to do something and then just stalling, letting that flame go out, not making a decision, not making any plans. It's just kind of an uncomfortable energy then, because there's never any forward movement. So let's see what this is about. Let's do the career and life. What is another message? Clarity on Dominion. Two of Rods. Two of Wands. Clarity for the collective, please, and thank you. Perspective. Look at this beautiful swan. Maybe somebody else has a totally different perspective than you, but yet together, that's what makes this fire burn brighter. Maybe it's about changing your perspective. If you choose the way you look at things, you can see everything in a brand new light, and that's going to help you get where you want to be. I am seeing you opening up to new possibilities, but with this, I feel like it's because of somebody else's questions or somebody else's different perception upon something. But I feel like this is a back and forth thing, an exchange of energy, exchange of ideas, doing something a little bit different. If you were always looking at something with those blinders on, putting something in a box of how it had to be. The answer is going to come when you take the lid off the box and you pull back and look at the whole perspective. Even do a complete turnaround and try to see something like bass backwards. So let's see. Let's get another one from the same deck. Clarity on perspective. Please and thank you. Perspective and the Two of Wands. You are definitely seeing something outside the box. You're seeing how all of these gears can be put together in perfect formation. Maybe something was just not put together quite right the first time. So sometimes you have to take something apart to put it back together right. This is where you are being innovative. It's innovation, and it's you having to come up with new strategies. So it's telling you two messages here. You need a different perspective than what you were seeing, and you need a different strategy than the way you were doing it before. And that's going to keep your plans in motion. It's telling you the old ways, the old way of thinking, the old way of putting something together, the old way of, I don't know, I heard format. The old format of something that you were doing is just outdated. Whether it's moving with the times or technology or something is changed in your business, there needs to be a change somewhere. It's telling you to invent, create, and also to test out different ideas. I feel like some of you might be working together, but I am getting that you're going back and forth, like brainstorming with somebody else. Or at least if some of you are doing something on your own and you're working something out, you know, testing something. I don't know. I see somebody, I mean, I guess creating, but literally inventing something. I see like a bunch of different stuff on the desk. It looks like kind of a big old mess. There's different tools and different gadgets and duct tape. And I don't know, maybe some of you are really putting something together, but that could also be a messy desk and you're doing something with numbers, with paperwork, something like that. I feel like you just have to put something together the right way, but then even when you figure it out or you're in that process, I see there being somebody who you can kind of throw some ideas out to. Almost like you don't even necessarily need their opinion, although some of you might. It's just having that right person that hears you to bounce those ideas off of, almost gets your thoughts in order. Like organizes yourself to go back to the drawing board or make a decision that you have to make if this is about a decision. Let's get one more. What is one more message on perspective and innovation, please and thank you. Yeah, I love that this card always comes through for you guys. It's true. You are manifesting. With the peacock, maybe you are standing out, letting your creativity shine, your special flair for something, even a little show-off energy. But the peacock also makes me think of words, speaking, communication. Pay attention to your thoughts that you're even telling yourself. Are you going to come up with a solution? Are you willing to try it a new way? Are you going to think outside the box and see something through a different perspective? Or are you only looking at what didn't work? You know, how it kept falling apart. One way of seeing something. I feel like it's not black and white here. It's multidimensional and like a spiritual technicolor situation. But do pay attention to where your thoughts are and what you're putting your energy into. Also, with the energy of manifesting, it's what you put your energy into, but it's also what you allow. It's God and the universe also helping you out, getting spiritual downloads, insight, wisdom on which way to go, what to do. And it's also the universe providing you the right people that help you manifest, because we're not meant to do everything alone. So do pay attention when the right people come into your world and they offer advice or they have expertise in exactly the right area you were looking for, or maybe that's just the person that will be your, I heard cheerleader, your promoter, or has the right contacts to help you out. It's you having the power to manifest what you want, and it's by writing it. I said something before about writing it down first, making those plans, taking action on those passions you have. Follow your passion, follow your joy. And when you write your intentions down and you take inspired action, that's when things are really going to start to happen, to unfold, to become. I feel like something is going to snowball too. It's going to be faster and faster, bigger and bigger, brighter and brighter. So I'm going to go grab a different deck of cards that I feel inspired to grab. I'm going to pause you one moment and I will be right back. All right. I had that message that came through about keeping up with the times. And I have the Signs of the Times Oracle. I also grabbed the Hermetic Tarot. Something about the gears here reminded me of all the symbolism in this. So let's go to the Sign of the Times and let's just see what comes through. A little more clarity on the energy and movement of energy going on, this manifesting for the collective innovation and perception. What would be helpful for the collective, please? And thank you. Community. I think I said something about others helping you to manifest your dreams. Maybe you meet somebody in a coffee shop. Maybe these are the right people that really help you, like on your project, on whatever you're manifesting, whatever you're working on here, whatever you're passionate about. I feel like something is being discussed, like information passed along. But I feel like this is a very positive thing. Somebody speaking on your behalf, people speaking like to others about you, getting others on board, or I don't know, I see a crowd. So maybe some of you do something in the public eye and you're having the right audience. I feel like it's a really receptive audience. I feel like people are actually excited to see some of you. But if it's a bee, the bee is so important. I mean, the bees contribute to the entire ecosystem of the world. So maybe some of you have some big contributions to help the world or provide something that is nourishing, pollinating for a community. Maybe it's a small community. I feel like for some of you, it starts small, maybe a small group or something in your community, but it expands and helps others somehow. But with the bees, it's all about, gives me a little bit of the Three of Pentacles energy. It's all about recognizing the different talents and attributes, personalities, and skills of individuals, so that everyone's individual skill or role that they play is just as important as the next person. It's number 37. So that takes you to a 10, like the Wheel of Fortune. It's also that I am energy of the one. And when I see that 0, I feel like it's a portal, protection, even looking at something through like a magnifying glass or a telescope, like zooming out but seeing something far away at the same time. I also see when there's a 0, it as a protective energy. Clarity on bees, community. What else would be helpful? Oh, you have the right energies around you for sure. You have the right vibrations that want to work with you or are going to come in. I'm also feeling that something is just working out so beautifully. Maybe once a perspective is changed, that I'm getting that this is like your inner energy feeling more at peace with where you are, what you are doing, and where you are going than maybe in the past. This could also have to do with the perception that you need to have peaceful resolutions or a peaceful approach. This energy of peace and harmony is beautiful, because harmony is where things are in alignment, in tune with each other, not rubbing strings together, you know, like a violin that's out of tune, and creating friction. It's where there's a symphony, where there's an orchestra, where there's movements. So maybe it's about how you move, paying attention to who you're in tune with and who you're not. And if others, specifically, I'm getting maybe one, I don't know why, maybe one, maybe you only have one naysayer or one person that's constantly out of tune. It does make me think of, if there is one person out of tune, I think of a choir. You can have like 20 people with the most beautiful voice ever, and if you have one person up there singing really loud, out of tune, even if that whole choir is in harmony, that one like out of tune person really sticks out, like rubs the wrong way. So maybe it is about replacing energies that just aren't in alignment, or it's the right approach to get somebody more in tune with the situation. Let's see, let's get one more message from the signs of the times to be helpful for the collective. Please and thank you. Let me show you these. I'm looking at these together. I just feel like they kind of, I don't know, they kind of go together. One more message. The moon, emotions. So, I mean, stay in tune with your emotions. Let your emotions work through you, whatever you feel along the way. It could be that, I'm getting that, I mean, I'm getting with this that other people are like even emotionally in tune with you. I'm getting excited energy, not weird emotions here. But you could have different emotions that pop through depending on what you're going through in one day. So it does look like there's a new moon here. So maybe something has to come to light first. It's also not blocking down emotions and covering them up, hiding them away so they pop up as a surprise later. So maybe for some of you, this is healing an emotional situation, riding those emotional waves as they come. I'm even getting having peace within yourself of however you feel. Acceptance, it is what it is. But let those emotions move like the tides, the ebb and the flow. You know, constantly change, and that's okay. I feel like a lot of you, if you were extreme, you know, feeling like big emotions somewhere, I feel like something is coming into balance. Even if there's big emotions, I feel like you're handling them different. You're finding that beautiful middle ground. I see those waves, you know, on the ocean, but I see that you have found something instead of pushing something under like an anchor holding you down. I see that. I always like that image I get of like a spiritual floaty. I always see a flamingo. I don't know why. So it's like you have your beautiful floaty up there, and no matter how big that wave is, you've found a way to just kind of overcome something. Also, when waves, I feel like you're going to also ride the right wave of really handling others' emotions better than maybe you would have before. I feel like some of you are going to be really in tune with knowing when to catch that right wave, when it's the time to speak up and say something, and maybe when you read the energy and you want to have a conversation. I'm kind of getting that you have an important conversation here. It might even be about business. But if you see that somebody has had an emotional day and they're not in the right mindset or energetic state to really have that kind of conversation, I feel like you're going to just hold off and then kind of feel out when it's the right time. So trust how you feel. Trust your intuition. Trust that, trust the way that you're tapping into the energies of a room or people that you notice. Let's go to the angel numbers, oracle card, and then back to the tarot. We're going to do the Hermetic Tarot though. All right, clarity on peace and harmony, the moon and emotions. That's 12 and 23, and then community is 37, bees. What is one message to be helpful for the collective? Please and thank you. Ooh, 1122. Maybe something at 11 or life path 11 or 22. Wow. This is that big card. This is that great shift, a big change. It's huge personal growth and spiritual development. And where is your manifesting card? And it's manifesting goals. It's also oneness, connections, and completion. Maybe that's also with this moon, because there's a time to begin something and there's a time to complete something. First, just focus on the positive changes that are occurring due to your efforts. That's whatever I said in the very beginning about really paying attention to your, I think it was this one, your thoughts, the vibration of the, the words that you are thinking and the conversations you have with others. Then expand your horizons and permit yourself to try something new. You have to get innovative here. You have to give yourself permission to do it a different way. Maybe it's also for some of you giving somebody else permission to sort of take the reins and or try something with their perspective. Allow somebody else a little more creativity and expansion. That could be very helpful all around with whatever you are working on. Giving somebody else a little more freedom. But I'm getting for most of you, that's also what you need. So many positive shifts are in store for you, and the world around you is changing in favor of your intentions. That's so powerful. I feel like this came through. It's reminding me of that beaver card, where the beaver can completely make the whole landscape of the earth different, change the waterway, change the layout of Mother Nature. So maybe we should do, let's do that. Maybe before we jump into the tarot, let's do an animal card. Let's get another animal message for you on great shift, bees, community, moon emotions, perspective, innovation, manifestation, peace and harmony, dominion, and community. What is one animal message or spirit animal link to be helpful for the collective? Please and thank you. A squirrel. I like this little one. It's also a very powerful number. You have 88. So this is maybe preparation. The squirrels, put their, I just see the squirrel with a lot of nuts in their mouth. It's like, storing their nuts for later, preparing for the winter. I also feel like they're kind of fun little animals. But 88 is a very powerful number. You guys have a lot of repeating numbers. You have 11, 22, and 88 now. So this is where you are learning to make plans for the future. Let's see what the card says. I feel like you're preparing for maybe a different season or handling a different season that could have been rough in the past, because you're moving with the times, you're thinking outside the box, and you're actually You're actually riding over any of those obstacles that would have gotten in your way or gotten you stuck before. Let's see what this is. 88. I said something about the flamingo before, and I lost it now, but I opened up to the flamingo here. 88. My book is all over the plate. Oh, here it is. Okay, look at my book. Learn to plan for the future. Infused with lively and spirited energy, the squirrel instills a zest for spontaneity and also simultaneously, big words as little squirrels having, underscoring the significance of foresight. Whatever I said in the beginning about you seeing ahead, you know, thinking towards the future, almost even being able to see it before it happens. It's through its behaviors of gathering and storing, it exemplifies that preparation not only ensures survival, but also paves the way for a prosperous future. You are paving your own path here for prosperity to come in. All right, so let's do the tarot and see the movement of energy and a little more advice and insight for you guys today. What else would be helpful for the collective? Movement of energy, please, and thank you. 9 of Cups. I love that this keeps coming through so much. That makes me so happy for you guys, because the constant message that's coming in is your dreams want to come true. There are opportunities being presented to you for this to happen. It's not just a dream, it's many. It's also where these dreams are so beautiful and big that there is abundance for everybody. It's the possibility where everybody's dreams here can come true. It's the open bar. There's enough to share. There's so much extra coming in that you're going to get to savor all of it. This is where you are emotionally fulfilled, really fulfilled. It's the 9 of Cups. It's the Lord of material happiness. Interesting that it's material happiness in the Cups card, because it's telling you that emotion of happiness is going to be felt in reality, lived in your everyday world. Upside down, it's gluttony. It's drinking everything at the open bar because you're afraid someone else is going to get it, or not recognizing that maybe it'd be good to have some tomorrow, or that you need just enough to be satisfied, to be truly happy. This energy is being happy with all the blessings that you have right now. When you're not always in search of the happiness out there with the next goal or the next thing that you get to manifest. It's being happy and choosing that now. And then you're already in that beautiful state of abundance, and it just attracts more. So let's get another message, clarity on the 9 of Cups. What is this? Wishes granted, wishes coming true, material happiness for the collective, please and thank you. Wow, you got the big one here. I feel like we need a drum roll. You got the Tower. So this, I mean, you do have perspective here. Sometimes I see that Tower as a complete change of perspective. Sometimes it is something that was not working, wobbly in your world, that needs to be taken away, let go of, so you can put something back together a different way, the right way, a better way, so it lasts. This is usually something that happens all of the sudden. This can be anything suddenly leaving your life. It could also be something suddenly coming in. You know, this could be you sending out your resume, sending out your resume, sending out your resume, sending out your resume, and you're almost ready to give up, and then the perfect job comes through right when you thought it wouldn't. Not wanting to be in a partnership, you know, being good on your own. All of a sudden a person comes in, they blow your mind, they open your heart, and all of a sudden you want to be married. It could also be something taken away. It's just a big sudden change, a revelation, an epiphany. It's something that swipes the slate clean in your life. How you choose to get up or not, to rebuild or not, to do something a different way, or just sit there in the rubble and stare at it is up to you or someone else. How you handle the tower. That's the entire message with the tower. It's not about what's taken away. It's what you do with it. And it's always where it does take you to the star. It takes you to your wish come true. It's just sometimes when you're standing there and everything feels like it's crumbling around you, or so many changes happened all of a sudden, it's easy to freeze. Because it's like, I don't know what to do. What do you do? Where do you go? Just center yourself. Center yourself, ground yourself, take a different perspective, step back. And it could also be that you are looking at a tower situation. This could be a past tower in a totally new way. Recognize now how something was a blessing. You didn't understand it then. But now that you're in such a different chapter, such a different energy, so many different opportunities coming in, you recognize that this tower had to happen, or you would have never gotten there. You would have never had that beautiful divine push to do something different, or go somewhere different, or be with someone different, or try something different. Let's get clarity on that tower. What is it called here? It's called the Blasted Tower. You got the sun, you got lightning. It's a Mars energy. The Lord of the Hosts of the Mighty. I just thought of the mighty, mighty Bosstones. What a cool band to come through. It's kind of a cool example of energy, though. Not really for the tower, but they, I saw them live many years ago, and they have that beautiful, like, full band. It's like swing music, and there was one guy on the stage dressed in a suit. He didn't even play an instrument. He just danced really funny on the stage. That was his job. Maybe he was, you know, friends with the band. He really wanted to be in the band. And he's like, I'm tone deaf. I can't sing. And I don't know how to play music at all. But I got a fun suit. And even though I don't really know how to dance so well, I'm going to put my full enthusiasm in it, and I'm gonna make people happy by watching me, because I am so happy dancing. So it's like everyone got a chance to shine somehow, and somehow he wasn't a great dancer, but he put so much energy into it. You're just like, who's that dude in the suit up there dancing really funny? And it was awesome. So maybe it's just even looking at something like that. Maybe that's you, and you feel like you're out of place in a situation. You don't have the right talent for this. You don't really know how to go about joining in over there, but you have something. You have something. If you change your perspective and you're doing it with passion, people are going to connect to that. That was such a cool example to come through. Don't know which song I'm going to put, but I will find a good one for you. I think there's another one. Is it Squirrel Nut Zippers? Hey, I think that's also a swing band, and that was very appropriate. And that just gave me goosies. We're going to have some fun music today. All right, let's get one more to bridge this tower and the Nine of Cups. What is one more message? To be helpful for the collective, please and thank you. You are letting go. you're letting go of those old ways. This is so awesome. Or maybe finally somebody else is getting rid of those outdated things, people, places, things, you know, thoughts, perceptions, whatever it is. There's something that is old and done and no mas. This is where you have such amazing spiritual growth. This is a very powerful Scorpio card. It's recognizing that you are growing these new spiritual wings and you need to fly, not crawl back in the cocoon. You shed your old skin. You're not going to crawl back in it. This is coming out of the dark, heading towards that light. This, for me, is the energy of living. Even though it says with the fly, even though it says death. Because you're here right now, living. And that is such a gift. Every moment, every second, every day we get. So what do you get to do right now? What have you put on the back burner? What do you have that you can look forward to later today, in an hour, in a week, that you can plan? What makes you passionate? Child of the great transformers. You are transforming into something new, something different. I heard something unusual. Not sure why I heard that. Maybe it's unusual for you. Maybe you're doing something really out of the norm. What is this? The Six of Pentacles is you, I guess, transforming into a place where you have beautiful oh my gosh, I can't. My tongue is getting tied. Maybe some of you are having some trouble speaking. Reciprocity. There we go. This is equal, give and take. Maybe someone or something was taken away here because it wasn't equal. It wasn't a back and forth energy. It was just a draining energy or something just always taking. This is you recognizing where you are overgiving and it is not appreciated. Upside down. But this is also the right help, the right advice, the right people coming in that are offering you something. Energy, wisdom, time, effort, sometimes a gift of monetary value. Money, equal exchange, because money is energy. So this could be the right thing that you sign up for and you receive something back. This could be a contract, but this is usually where you open your arms and you get what you need. It could be that somebody else has closed arms in the past, had closed arms, and now their arms are open and they're ready to hear. They're ready to receive, and you are the one capable of giving. Sometimes this is the Good Samaritan working for peace in your community, or even just one person can make such a difference in the world. Just helping to change one person's life, to help one person get the chance to manifest their own dreams coming true and great shifts in their life. And where's that one that said your spiritual development? Because if these are those kind of lessons like the Good Samaritan, it's taking those beautiful spiritual gifts, those spiritual lessons, those insights, putting it in the earth where it's like real live action, where it really creates solutions and makes changes. Six of Pentacles, Lord of material success. So you have success and happiness in your emotions, in your passions, and in the material world, here times two. So this is where you actually see the difference of everything you're thinking about every single day. that you are here to get to live and experience. And let's get one more. From the Super Attractor. Yeah, let's get one more for you guys. I hope this reading was helpful today. Thank you so much for being here. I feel so blessed. Every single day I get to connect with all of you. Thank you. All right, let's get one more. One more final message for the collective, please. And thank you. I heal the habit of fear and I embrace the habit of love. I really like that. It makes me think of that, the Bible verse, and I might be getting it a little off, but God has not given me the spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and a sound mind. I love you so much. I hope this reading was helpful for you, and I will see you very soon